And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to talk about an interesting topic. This gentleman right here, Henrik John, said, do you have any advice on Baron? I kind of am averse to it now because of how many times my whole team has gone Baron, been aced, then we lost. I appreciate your work and replies. Alright, thank you, Henrik John. So without further ado, let's dive into the topic and discuss why some teams lose even though they have Baron. Let's admit it, the very act of taking a Baron in itself is very nerve-wracking. I mean, you're sitting there as a jungler waiting to smite. I mean, talk about some nerves. Talk about holding some nerves. Like, you have to be very, very accurate when you're taking the Baron. You have to time your smite. And especially when the enemy team and the jungler is alive and lurking around, then it's a 50-50 chance that you might lose the Baron. Yeah, but you might also get it. So in this clip, we see the Xin Zhao. And my heart starts pounding when I see the Xin Zhao approaching the Baron, and it's almost 2000 HP. Look at Xin Zhao. He's trying to go there. And you know this is not a good Baron situation, but we managed to get the Baron. Yes, the hardest part is now over. Or is it? Here's an actual clip of what could have gone wrong in a Cloud9 game. You should never put your team in that situation. When the Baron is up and two junglers are alive and in the server, and with their smites are up, you should never go for the Baron as a team, no matter if you're ahead or not. Now, there's benefits for you to go for Baron if you're ahead as a team, and that is to lure your enemy team into a forced fight where they don't want to go, but they have to check if you're taking the Baron, and that's the perfect opportunity for you to strike if you're ahead and have vision control. That's basically the Baron trap. The Baron trap is very powerful if you're ahead. You can use it to win. But now let's say you have the Baron. What's next? What should you do with the Baron? Theoretically speaking, again, you want to take turrets. If you want to take turrets, what's the best way to take turrets? So now let's look at some ways that we've seen in historically when people have Baron, pros per se, how do they take turrets? The answer is very simple actually, but very hard to execute in the same time, and especially in low elo. And I know you're thinking of this answer too. I know you know it. The simple answer is to provide body blocking and protection to your Baron buff minions while they take down the turrets. Now, I said simple. Why is this so hard? Because being patient in low elo and not getting ahead of yourself is very, very difficult, and sometimes people fail miserably at this in lower ranks, or even I've seen platinum players get ahead of themselves after doing Baron. For example, notice how in this clip, the team who has Baron is diving the tower. And by doing so, they are being vulnerable and offering up some weaknesses for their opponents to use that advantage. This is an example of what not to do with a Baron. Baron is like a fruit that is very beneficial, but also poisonous in the same time. If basically I'm trying to say is, it is a double-edged sword. If you know how to use it, it can benefit you. But if you don't know how to use it, it also hurts you. So naturally, the right thing to do when you have Baron is to let your minions do the work for you. If not, in that case, you're putting yourself in danger, and your team in danger of being outplayed or outmaneuvered or even ganked by your opponent. We've seen this in Cloud9 games where Licorice would come with just out of nowhere and pull an ult from the back and gank the whole team with these AoE ults. So let's take a look of how that happens, shall we? In this particular clip.
They're going to just go for the throat. Nexus turret's now the next target. Licorice.
Look at the cannon minion.
Cannon is going to get powered up here. Baron's still up for a long while.
Look at Licorice. He's looking for a flank from behind.
I thought he was going for a proxy, but it's quite the proxy here as he is going to look for the engage.
Gonna be it. Here we go.
They pull the trigger. Nexus turret low. This might be it for Cloud9. They can't find it, but the lead station does look good. Licorice gets a 4-man route, and they'll dive into the backside of Unicorn. He's going to get disarmed. Jensen able to take him down, but Detonation focus me. Got them all so low. Sneaky, though, is able to live and take them all down. And that's an ace for Cloud9.
Cloud9, 5 for 0. Their base.
So, just like we saw in this clip, having Baron does not mean that you should let your guard down at any time. Having Baron does not mean that you are not going to get ganked whatsoever. And in fact, the enemy team can come and ace you out of nowhere because you think you're invincible. That gives you a false sense of confidence, which then turns into an opportunity for the enemy team to capitalize on your greediness and your false sense of security. Baron is not Elder Drag. Baron is not going to help you kill the opponents faster, such as the Elder Dragon. So why is it that people and elos that I've seen, they play, once they have Baron, they even split pushing by themselves? See that a lot. In other words, use Baron cautiously. Just understand that it's a opportunity for your team to get turrets, but it does not guarantee a win. So once you consider that, be the leader in your team and be the person who encourages everybody not to be greedy, reminds everybody of the things that you have to do cautiously in order to win the game, which is to ping your teammates, type in the chat, be an active voice of telling everybody, okay, let's just follow the minions. Just chaperone the minions. Don't overextend. Those are some words that can be easily said in the chat to let everybody calm down, because it is, I've seen too many times, just like the gentleman who said, we get the Baron, we get aced. And why? It's because Baron provides us false sense of security and makes us believe that we're going to win the game. In fact, that leaves us open, just like we've seen in this video, to many ganks, to other possibilities. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if it was any value to you, you can help me by commenting and give me ideas, any discussion. What'd you think about this video? The things that were said, the examples that were given. Do you think this is right? Do you think this is wrong? I want to hear your ideas. But with that being said, thank you guys. Have fun. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any future content on this channel.